Malcolm Gladwell teaches writing at masterclass.com. That's what we'll be talking about today. And his 24 lessons, the author of Blink and the Tipping Point, teaches you how to find, research, and write stories that capture big ideas. He goes into structure, narrative, tools for engagement, controlling information, research, selecting the story, developing the story, humor and stuff like that, and a bunch of other stuff. All of the master classes do come with a PDF, and there also is a community in here where you can go connect with other people and all that fun stuff. So in this video, I'm going to do an overview of the class, what you're going to learn, my thoughts on if it's worth it. We'll talk about masterclass.com as a whole, because when you do get a membership, you do get access to all of their classes, and there's a bunch of other writing classes on here if you're really into writing. Which of course you would be if you want to check out Malcolm Gladwell's class. They have fantasy and science fiction writing, fiction, memory, and imagination, writing for social change, creating outside the lines, storytelling and writing, fiction and storytelling, storytelling and humor, the art of short story, the art of the short story, mystery and thriller writing, reading and writing poetry, the art of storytelling, writing thrillers, creative writing, and then of course writing by Malcolm Gladwell here as well. So lots and lots of stuff, and even some more. Writing for young audiences, writing, dramatic writing, writing for television, screenwriting. It just goes on and on and on. It's a lot of really cool stuff in here. Also, there is a link in the video description below. I am a paying member of masterclass.com. But I also am an affiliate of them, which means that if you use my link in the video description below to sign up for their class or for their website, I will make a small commission at no additional charge to yourself. So thank you in advance. Also, I put some other resources down here. If you're not familiar with Malcolm Gladwell, I'm sure most people are familiar with some of his stuff. These are some of his successful books right here. I didn't read all of these. I did Blink, I did The Tipping Point, Outliers, David and Goliath. And I have an Amazon link down here as well if you want to check out those books. So anyways, really cool stuff going on in here. And also masterclass.com also has a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you're not satisfied, you can cancel your membership or whatever. And that's at the time of making this video. So before we go into, I just went over some of the writing classes here. But with your membership, you also do get access to all other categories: arts and entertainment, music, food, business, design and style, sports and gaming, science and tech, home and lifestyle, community and government, wellness, and arts and entertainment. I think I said that one already. Music, all that fun stuff. You do pay annually for the membership, and it's about a little bit more than a Netflix membership. And here are some of the classes I've taken. I've taken a lot of them. I already did about 30 master classes already. So anyways, let's get into Malcolm Gladwell here. And there's a timeline in the video if you want to skip ahead. But first, we're going to take a look at the PDF then we'll get into the videos, and then we'll go into the community, and then I'll give you my final thoughts and answer the question: is it worth it? What do I think? If all that fun stuff. So, anyways, every class does come with a PDF, like I said. Malcolm's is 76 pages, and this one goes along. It's a good supplement to the class, and you do have assignments here and goals and stuff for the class. Let's take a look at this real quick. So about this workbook, the masterclass team has created this workbook as a supplement to Malcolm's class. Chapters are supported with a review, opportunity to learn more, and assignments. And there's more stuff here that you can look at. And then there is a community as well. Like I said, throughout, we encourage you to discuss elements of the class and your work with your classmates in the hub. You can also connect with your peers in the discussion section beneath each video lesson, or each lesson video, which I don't actually see that in the masterclass site. I don't know, maybe that's an old feature they had, but there is a community here. And then of course the class project, this is an assignment for you. If you want to choose to do so, you could just watch the videos and go along. There's a lot of really cool stuff going on. His masterclass is just as interesting as his books. If you ever read any of his books, I personally listen to the audiobooks, but it's just as interesting and captivating and whatever. So your class project for Malcolm's masterclass is a 7,000 to 8,000 word report, New Yorker style article, nonfiction article, And they give examples of some of his articles from the New Yorker and stuff like that that you can go and read. It should examine a topic, an issue, a person, a place, or something else appealing to a large group of readers. There are stories everywhere just waiting to be told. Identify one and dig deeply into it. You'll interview sources, your subjects, blah, 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 all kind of other stuff. I'm not going to read the whole thing here. You can take a look at this. And just one more thing about the PDF. This goes along with the videos and the chapters and stuff like that. So I'll give you one example here of the first one. Structuring narrative, the imperfect puzzle. So there's a chapter review here. There's sub-chapters and stuff like that. So you can review this during or after you watch the videos. And then you have your assignments and stuff. Where is the assignment? Actually, first you have to learn more. You could read a story here on the New Yorker. And then you could go to the assignment here and do all this stuff here like that if you're interested in doing all of this stuff and taking the deep dive into this class. So anyways, that's pretty much the PDF. Like I said, there's assignments, there's links to other things, articles, and all that fun stuff. And this goes along with the classes. So let's take a look at the video chapters and things like that, what you'll be learning as we go along. So Malcolm Gladwell teaches writing in 24 lessons. The author of Blink and the Tipping Point teaches you how to find, research, and write stories that captivate big ideas. This is 4 hours and 54 minutes, almost 5 hours. So this is a pretty lengthy, in-depth masterclass. I've watched about 30 masterclasses. Some of them are an hour and 30 minutes. Some are 2 hours. Some are 4 hours. I'm watching one on dance music. It's about, I think, 8 or 9 hours. So some of them go really far. And this is one of the lengthier ones, which is good because, there's so much stuff and information in here. So let's take a look at some of the videos of what's going on. So starts off with an introduction videos. It's pretty typical for all the master classes. And then he just busts right into structuring narrative, the imperfect puzzle. Really cool concepts in here. The perfect argument is too obvious. Learn how Malcolm builds an open-ended puzzle into his story. And then you can read that article on the New Yorker as there's links in the video description in the PDF. Holding readers, tools for engagement, keeping their attention and stuff like that. Tools for reader controlling information, and then doing some research. Selecting the story, developing the story, furthermore on developing the story, and then interviewing, characters, descriptions, characters, world building, a case study here. So it's a very in-depth. If you're familiar with his books, like I said, he is very engaging and captivating. So he will keep your attention for sure. So structuring language and jargon, tone and voice, humor. So another case study here, and then titles, drafts and revisions, when your story enters the world, and then working as a writer, how to read. He believes you can become a great writer without being a great reader, or Malcolm believes that you can't become a great writer without being a great reader. Learn Malcolm's strategies for critical reading, and he goes into what to read, and then conclusion, a theory of other minds. So like I said, this is very in-depth, very intense, and it's very interesting, and there's a lot of really cool stuff in here. Even if you're just a Malcolm Gladwell fan and that you just want to find him interesting and you don't have any intentions of being a writer, it's just very interesting the way that he lays everything out. And there is a community, like I said, here as well that you can take a look at. We'll take a look at here, then we'll get into the is it worth it, my final thoughts and everything. So you can go in here, and then you could connect with other people, and there's different chapters. You could post a topic, you could reply to topics, you could introduce yourself. Usually there's an introduce yourself page somewhere on these. I don't see it on this one right now, but you can connect with other people and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool as well. So what you're probably wondering though, is masterclass.com worth it? If you just want one class, I would say you probably don't want to get just for one class, but there's so much wealth of information in here that it's definitely worth it. Because, for example, in the beginning of the video, I showed you all the different writing classes that they have on here, just so many of them. And that's just scratching the surface of what's on masterclass.com. I mean, there's so many things like modern cooking Italian, Texas barbecue cooking, music. I did a lot of the music class ones already. As you can see here, classes I've mastered: Usher, performance, Reba McEntire, country music, Alicia Keys, songwriting and producing. The list goes on and on. Wilderness survival, spray painting and art, abstract art, mental strength, the power of storytelling. I don't think we saw that one in the list I labeled before. And again, there is a 30-day money-back guarantee as well. So at the time of making this video, of course, they could change, and all the pricing and stuff could change. So it's definitely worth it. There's a lot of really cool stuff. So you really have nothing to lose with the 30-day money-back guarantee. And like I said, if you skipped ahead in the beginning of the video, if you do use my link in the video description below, I'm making a small commission at no additional charge to yourself because I am an affiliate of them. I did pay for my membership, and then I said, hey, they have an affiliate program. I'll sign up for that and see if I could refer people or whatever and make some money in the process as well. So really cool. Many of the other master classes here, if you're interested, I did reviews and review videos on them as well. But you can just, like I said, get your membership and check them out for yourself. I did so many of them so far, about 30 plus. So anyways, really, really cool. Like I said, I thought overall the class was really cool. He's really, very in-depth. And I love his books, the ones that I've read. And this is just as interesting, as captivating as his books. And you get a little insight into his mind, his process, his philosophy, and everything. So if you're a Malcolm Gladwell fan, definitely worth checking this one out. All right, so if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. That is all for now, and I will talk to you soon.